In the wild, being unconscious is a death sentence. Most mammals have evolved unihemispheric sleep, where half the brain stays alert, or they survive on 15-minute power naps. Humans are an evolutionary outlier. We fall into a paralyzed, deep REM state that should have led to our extinction thousands of years ago. We are the only apex predators that spend a third of our lives in a state of voluntary suicide. The answer to why we take this risk lies in the price of our intelligence. Your brain is a metabolic gas guzzler. It is only 2% of your body weight, but it consumes 20% of your energy. Like any high-performance engine, it produces exhaust. Throughout the day, as you think, move, and solve problems, your brain builds up a sludge of metabolic waste, specifically a protein called beta-amyloid. In any other organ, the lymphatic system would simply wash this away, but the brain is sealed behind the blood-brain barrier.
There is no traditional plumbing here to take out the trash while the lights are on. Here is the glitch. The brain waits until you are offline to clean itself. When you hit deep sleep, your brain cells actually shrink by 60%. This is a massive structural shift that creates physical space for a high-pressure wash cycle called the lymphatic system. Think of it as a biological power wash, where cerebrospinal fluid surges through the newly opened gaps between your cells, flushing that toxic sludge out of your skull and into your liver. We don't sleep because we want to. We sleep because without that wash cycle, our biological computer would literally drown in its own toxic waste. But the clean cycle is only half the story. There's a second reason we risk the coma: the simulation. During REM sleep, your brain is actually more active than when you're awake. It's running a survival flight simulator, testing social interactions, practicing hunt maneuvers, and processing trauma. To stop you from actually running into a tree while you dream of escaping a predator, your brainstem sends a signal to paralyze your entire body.
You are a prisoner in your own skin so that your mind can playtest reality without the risk of physical injury. What happens if you try to outsmart evolution? At 24 hours, the sludge in your brain reaches a critical mass, and your cognitive ability drops to the level of someone who is legally drunk. Your hand-eye coordination fails, and your emotional regulation shatters. By 3 days, the biological computer begins to fracture. You experience microsleeps, uncontrollable 3-second shutdowns where your brain forces a wash cycle while you are standing or walking, accompanied by vivid hallucinations as the REM simulation begins to bleed into your waking reality. Reach 1 week and the system completely collapses. Your immune system fails. Your body loses the ability to regulate its own temperature, and the toxic plaque buildup becomes so severe that it leads to irreversible neurological damage or death. Evolution isn't asking you to sleep, it's demanding it. If the brain doesn't clean itself, it eventually kills itself. We aren't vulnerable because we are weak. We are vulnerable because we are sophisticated. The 8-hour suicide isn't a mistake. It's the maintenance cost of being the most complex object in the known universe. We sleep because it's the only way to stay human. If you want to see more evolutionary glitches that shaped our species, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.